I hope you like my buddy in the corner. Someone made this sick-ass tool that you can, like, add... You, like, mask off parts of a picture to then make jiggly in different ways. So the Space Marine dude is gonna be joining us, and so is Hubbard. But just kind of, like, chime in, when... when my brain does a belly flop and I just cannot parse things anymore. Or if he just has more, like, insight on a faction. Hi, Hubbin. But yeah,
Hello.
he is on girl duty. So, if I ask a question and Dev is mysteriously not present, that's probably gonna be because he is busy being dad. And that's okay. But yeah, as you can see... I have my, kind of pretty spreadsheet. I admit I didn't have that much time on it, but it should be fucking accurate. Sorry, more sips. But yeah. I will switch category, though. Just make sure that I'm Warhammering, and, like, I will be just chatting. But I will be just chatting about Warhammer. Alright. So yeah, I know this might be a little weird going in alphabetical order. I know that, GW did for their, Unitorum. I feel like I never pronounce it right. I always want to say Minitorum, like Ministorum, and, but yeah, you know, I can just switch to it. Behold! So they do it that way. Reason why I made a spreadsheet, I know that all of the information is here, but just for me personally, I don't know why. Like, I've realized this is a problem with me recently. Sorry, this is gonna be a bit of a tangent. Also sorry, I'm like stuffed up today. What the fuck? It has been horribly raining and pouring and storming and winding. So, I think I'm finally got my ass and I can, like, barely breathe. Another reason to, like, drink water nonstop tonight, but yeah. Is, like, I feel like when I have so much information all up in my face, and it is not, like, even if it's easily labeled like this, it just becomes so much visual noise that it's just hard for me to cut through it. And I get, like, fucking overwhelmed. Like, for example, being in, places like Costco or whatever, where it's just, like, these pallets and big shelves and this and that, and it's, like, there's shit on all sides of you just stacked up. Like, I start to get panicked at places like that, and I don't in, like, any other store. Just anything that resembles that, where it's just, like, items and items and items and categories and items, and it, like, brain fries me so fast, and I don't know why that is. So what I'm trying to say is, that's why I made this, just because it's a way of cutting through the visual clutter. Like, all the things that were listed that had 0 changes, that does not appear here. This is gonna be all normal-ass changes. Maybe I should move slightly so you can see, like, numbers. just slightly. So, there we go. Obviously, there's, like, a number that's cut off, but that's fine. We can scroll through this thing. But yeah, so I will be starting just in alphabetical order instead of going from, like Imperium and Xenos and shit like that, so you will know when your shit's coming up, if there's just only a couple parts that you care about. For me, I do kind of care about Adeptus Sororitas. I was going to be switching to them this edition from Raven Guard, but I don't know. The Birdmen tempt me way too much. I could not quite get away. Like, I do... It's like, I at least want to mess with lists for Sororitas, and maybe... I mean, it's like, coming back to, if more time frees up, I would like to explore, like, even if it's just on tabletop sim or whatever the fuck. Just exploring options for sisters and maybe even playing a couple matches with Dev. We just we just pass the baby back and forth. We've done it before, we'll do it again. But yeah, I know that my little desk says get wrecked nerds, but I think not many people actually got riggedy wrecked. I know that with every update, everyone claims that they have gotten wrecked, but I think it's more buffs than not, really. Or, like, it'll look like they got nerfed because of points changes, but, like, they're balanced by something else kind of shit. Type shit. So we'll start with Sororitas instead of stopping before we begin, preferably. What up? So I'm just gonna go through, like, so rules updates first, and then go into, like, probably enhancements and, sorry, I do have another screen with the rules updates. I'm just kind of gonna rapid fire these things. I don't really think there's any point of putting the PDF on screen to go through them and, like, clutter this shit up. So what I'm gonna do is just, one, go through quick rules updates, just, you know, like, this thing costs more CP, they changed this keyword, shit like that. And then after that, go into, any of the changes to enhancements, and then after that, ending with just your straight up points changes, which obviously they're on the screen too, but listen along. Oh, right. One thing I do want to do, I do want to disable Tangia for this segment, because that can get a little too noisy sometimes, or cover shit up that I do not want covered. So for stuff like this, I will just temporarily disable it, and it will be back. It's paused. Alright, so coming back to Sororitas, sorry, God, I'm so stuffed up. I wasn't until I, like, pressed start, man. Oh, also, let me know if, like, if the bops be too boppin' and loud over this. I can definitely lower that a little bit. But yeah. So, the Light of the Emperor stratagem, it is changed to 2 CP. Also, you'll see me constantly, like, looking over. But, alright, so, and then for Blinding Radiance, for that stratagem, the only thing they did was just make a keywording change so that you're targeting infantry. One Adepta Sororitas infantry. It just specifies that throughout the whole description. And I do not have the reference for what it was previously. I'm just going to tell you what it is now and that it has changed. Because, yeah, if I if I do the before and after of every little thing, that is, one, a lot to prepare, and two, just too much shit. Gotta get through it. So our Divine Intervention stratagem, they changed the whole fucking thing. So I will actually just read this out. So it reads, you can discard 1 to 3 miracle dice. At the end of the phase, set up 1 destroyed character model from your unit on the battlefield, unengaged, and as close as possible to where it was destroyed. That model is not part of, it does say that. That model is not part of an attached unit, and its unit has a starting strength of 1. Roll 1d3, adding 1 to the result for each miracle dice you discarded. That model has that number of wounds remaining up to its starting number of wounds. Okay, and then the Penitent Host attachment, which I personally thought I was going to be using, because I love Penitents, but it did not math out to be the better choice. Oh! Dev, let me know if you need me to feed that child, if she hangry or if she has a fussy issue. But yeah, sorry. So, real quick, for the Penitent Host attachment, let's see. They are changing the Catechism of Divine Penitence. They're changing it to Canoness, Palatine, or Ministorum priest models only. Bear gains the Penitent keyword. And is that really it for the... Oh, nope, nope, nope. They do have a couple of things. Okay, they changed a couple things about Junith Eureta, the pulpit. So she has stealth now. If I recall, what she did have was something that, like, is actively useless. So, like, okay, just give her stealth. There you go. Melee attacks that target her have -1 to hit rolls. So, not bad. And then, so they've changed how Miracle Dice works during the attack sequence. I will just read the FAQ out real quick. Being the A. During the attack sequence, an Adepta Sororitas player's attacking unit can use an Act of Faith when making hit rolls, where they can substitute a dice from any given group of attacks before making the roll. Wound rolls, where they can substitute a dice from any given group of hits before making the roll, or damage rolls, where they can substitute a dice for a single damage roll before making the roll. An Adepta Sororitas player's target unit can use an Act of Faith when making save rolls, where they can substitute a dice for any given group of wounding attacks before making the roll. Alright, it looks like that's all we really have. Yeah, just making sure. Alright. Cool, cool. So, coming back to our sheets. And then let me double check. Okay, so there were some changes to dispositions. So just a real quick zoom on by here. So Bringers of Flame, it used to cost 3 detachment points. It's now 2. It was Purge the Foe, now priority assets. And then Penitent Host, they were taken hold, and now they're Purge the Foe, which, I don't know, I guess, like, personally to me, both feel a little weird. Weirdly, I almost feel like Taken Hold is a little better for them. Like, Purge the Foe, I feel like you would be taking small enough units it'd be easy to, like, fall behind. It's weird. But yeah, Sanctified Orders, I believe that's one I was gonna be taking. So, cost does not change. It went from Purge the Foe to Disruption. Oh, okay, I kind of count that as a bit of a buff. And Might of the Moritoi. Sorry. I was like, wait a minute, what is Insister? Okay, that's Custodes. We don't care about that just yet. Let's go over points changes. Real quickity diggity. Sorry, I don't know why I said it that way. So a lot of their points are reductions. They did get a lot of changes though. Let's see. The only non-stonks. Okay, they made Morvenn Vahl cost more, which I do agree with. Just a 15-point change. She's pretty fucking good, so that's fine. And then Dominion squads, they're, I guess, each of your thresholds are kind of just a little cheaper. Same with Hospitaller, slightly cheaper, your Magifier Immolators. And then, okay, a little more significant is they made Intronsia Frey actually a decent amount cheaper, which I was going to take her, so that's kind of... and then Junith, she got a little cheaper. Europentias. See, oh, they went down a lot to take a 10 squad. Okay. So really, it doesn't look like you would be taking any, like, 5-mans of Repentias. Like, you're just all in 10 Repentias per squad each. That's fine. I think in every list variant I've taken, they've been in 10, so... Alright, and then Seraphim, they have gotten, a decent amount cheaper, actually. Damn, they just want you to, like, spam Seraphim? Your third plus unit costs! Fuck! Okay, so it is kind of economical to still take 5-mans on Seraphims. Alright, and then Zephyrim. Okay, so Zephyrim is weirdly in a spot where, like... Man, I keep... I keep wanting to set the delay on chat so that weird bot messages don't fucking pop up on screen. But yeah. So, our Zephyrim... Yeah, it really is slightly incentivizing taking a 10-man, but not, like, too crazy. Alright, so... Septa Sororitas really just feels like buffs around the board. Just all around cheaper. And dispositions are a little bit better sorted, I think. Alright, so we're on Custodes. Stibbidoobs. Alright, so looking for Custodes. Let's see. So there's Shield Captain on Dawn Eagle Jetbike and Verdus Praetor's ranged weapons. Their profiles changed. Okay. Alright, so we've got the Salvo Launcher. It is twin-linked. Range 24. Attacks 1, Ballistics 2, Strength 10, AP minus 3, D6 plus 1 damage. That's pretty Jewish, eh? Verdus Hurricane Bolter, Rapid Fire 3, Twin Linked, 18 inches, 3 attacks, Ballistic Skill 2 plus, Strength 4, AP minus 1, Damage 2. It's kind of a little thing. It's not bad. And what do we got here? Anathema, Psychona Rhino, Venerable Land Raider, keyword section. Add the frame keyword. I actually personally don't know what the frame keyword does. That's my first time seeing it. Do you know what that's about, Dev?
Yeah, the frame keyword means that you don't measure the base, you measure from just the model itself. It's like used if you know the Eldar tanks, where they're these massive tanks on like no base.
Yeah.
That's mostly what it's used for.
Okay. I'm gonna turn you up a little. You guys so quiet. Let's see, we'll try that. There we go. Hello! I'm doing good. Just got started also. Thank you for the follow. Just kind of... it might be a bit of a slog. I'm gonna try to get through all of the 11th changes. So buckle up. Is Robute Gigidubu. Let's see. I don't know if Robute Gilagibu got his shit changed or not. Probably. They changed so many characters. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Custodes. Custodes don't have more changes. I'm surprised by that. I thought that Custodes would have a lot more rules changes since it seemed like they had a decent amount points changes. Maybe I didn't recall right. Let me see. Let's go back! Where is it? Alright, here it is. Oh yeah, they did get a lot of points changes. Orcs have a lot of changes. Oh! I mean, I guess that makes sense. They've been paying a lot of special attention to Orcs for 11th Ed. Which, good for them, honestly. I've got the changes right here. We will be getting to them. But yeah, weirdly enough, I'm going in order. So it's not just like Imperium Xenos, it's just from A to Z. So, let's see, what do we got here? Custodes. Oh yeah, let's go through the dispositions first. Okay, Custodes only had one change. Alright, so the DP is gonna be the same for the Might of the Moritoi. They went from Purge the Foe to Take and Hold. I'm seeing a lot of these. A lot of these were originally Purge the Foe. So I wonder if they just didn't have enough of a spread going on for their liking. Because, yeah, this is really looking like look at that shit. There's like, you know what? Maybe not everything should be Purge the Foe.
So for some context, Purge the Foe was taken over half the time in all event games. So
Holy
they wanted
shit.
to make Purge of the Foe access harder to get. That's most of these changes.
Oh, interesting. I thought Disruption was going to be the spicy thing. Wait, are armies with just like more elite units like the new hotness right now? Or am I not like... Or no, would it be the other way around? Like...
Elite units like Purge, it really depends.
Okay. Alright, so that's the only disposition they got changed. But points, holy shit. They mostly got reductions, actually. Okay, so your land gonna be enhancements, so their enhancement of oh man, I never know how to when I have to read Custodes shit, my brain just turns off. Yes, praise the Emperor. Hello, Gareth. I hope you love spreadsheets and numbers. Alright, so add Monomortis. Went down, honestly, a little bit. Alright, went up a little bit. Twice the cost. Sorry, a third of the cost. 33% up. Alright, so everything else is stonks, though. So for your shield host, to get the From the Hall of Armories, it went down a tiny bit. Just let's see, what are, oh. Sorry, I'm looking over here, minus 20. Go and take the Venatari Custodians. Kinda seems stonks to take your 6 models. Alright, otherwise, yeah, just they're taking 10 off of Aaliyah, Anathema, Psychona Rhinos, Custodian Wardens of every threshold. That is something I noticed is, like, a lot of vehicles, especially ones you can just shove a bunch of dudes in, got reductions. So that's gonna be interesting. Like, they just want you to take your clown cars full of dudes. I don't know. Alright. About it for the points cost. Alright, so rules-wise, let's take a look at Mechanicus. Let's see. Also, yeah, sorry. Any of the rule stuff, just because I already have enough screen real estate on my jiggly-ass Marine that definitely needs to be there. I can't shove anything else there, sorry. I thought about dual screening this, but I felt like that might look a little comical. So any of these rules changes, I'm just gonna be quickly reading through and then going through the numbers. Alright, so for Belisaria's Call, Corpuscari, Electro Priest, Cybernetica, Datasmith, Fulgurite, Electro Priest, Castellan Robots, Tech Priest Dominus, Tech Priest Engineer, Tech Priest. You know what? I could probably just like not say Tech Priest in front of these. They're all fucking Tech Priests. Manipulus and Techno Archaeologist. Okay, so basically, Doctrina Imperative is getting added to all these motherfuckers. Understandable. Rad Zone Core Detachment. Oh, in my brain, I'm like, Rad Zone! They're so fucking cool. No, Radiation. Radiation, that sounds so fucking cool! Right, Rad Bombardment, but I would make the best news anchor. Rad Bombardment Detachment Rule. Battle Round 1 section. Unit taking cover section. It says that unit is battle shocked. On a 5-up, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. Okay. And for the Skitarii Hunter Cohort Detachment, what do they the Stealth Optimization Detachment rule, they're changing it to Friendly Skitarii Infantry, Skitarii Mounted, and Iron Strider Ballistari units have stealth. There can be some stealthy motherfuckers, okay. Okay, they've got a lot of just little wording changes. Makes me wonder, like, did they just kinda... Oops, all errors! Alright, Belisaria's Call. They're just adding the keyword mobile. Okay. I don't know. Belisaria's Call, like, has so many fucking legs, man. Seems pretty mobile to me. Right, and then for the Onager Dune Crawler, Onager is getting a lot of weapons changes. So, let's see. For the Daedalus Missile Launcher, they're getting 48 range, 2 attacks, 4 ballistics, 10 strength, -2, and d6 +1 damage. Eradication Beamer, it has blast, sustained hits 1, range 36. I'm sorry, am I reading this right? 303 attacks? 300... No, 3d3. Holy shit, my eyes. I'm like, what is... Those rolling 303 dice. No, they're not, Des. They're not rolling 303 dice. You are correct. Alright. 3d3 attacks. That's potentially pretty spicy. Ballistics for Strength 9, -2 AP. 2 dam. Eradication Beamer focused. It is blast. Sustain hits 1. Right, range 18, 3d3, 4. Okay, so what is the difference? Strength goes up by 1, AP goes up by 1, and damage goes up by 1. Okay, it's slightly better. But you eat the range for it. So it's more like, if you're close enough, you may as well. Alright, so the Neutron Laser. Range is 48, 3 attacks, 4 ballistics, 16 strength, god damn. 4 AP. D6 +2 damage. Fuck, that is a heavy fucking laser. Jesus. Sorry, I just my envy is kicking in. I don't have any of those choices on my guns. All right, Twin Onager Heavy Phosphor Blaster. It ignores cover. It is twin linked. 36 range, 12 attacks, 4 ballistics, 6 strength, 1 AP, 2 dam. Okay. They're also adding this ability. Scuttling Walker. Each time the model takes a normal, advanced, or fallback move, it can move through friendly monsters and vehicles, and sections of terrain features that are 4 inches or less in height. So it hella scuttles. Right, and then... They are changing Cerberus Raiders, their Tactica Obliqua ability. They're changing it to, in your opponent's movement phase, if an enemy unit ends a move within 8 inches of the unit. If the unit is not within engagement range of one or more enemy units, it can do one of the following. You make a normal move up to d6 inches, or make a normal move up to d6 inches, or sorry, up to 6 inches flat, provided any model in the unit ends that move wholly within 6 of one or more friendly Mechanicus battle line units. And then, let's see, the Sicarian Infiltrators, their melee weapons are changing to the following profile. Power weapons are 4 attacks, 4 weapon skill, 4 strength, AP 2, damage 1. Their Taser Goad has sustained hits 2, 3 attacks, 4 weapon skill, 6 strength, AP -1, 1 damage. Let's see. More changes to the Cybernetica Datasmith. They're getting new ability called Data Severed. If there are no Castellan robot models in this unit, it loses the vehicle keyword. It has the infantry keyword. Okay. So you need to pair that shit together or not. The choice is yours. Iron Strider, Ballistari, ranged weapons. They are getting some changes. Alright, so the Twin Cognis, it has sustained hits 1, twin linked, range 48, attacks 4, ballistics 4 up, strength 9, AP -1, 3 damage. And the Twin Cognis Las Cannon, sustained hits 1, twin linked, range of 48, 2 attacks, 4 ballistics, 12 strength, 3 AP, and d6 +1 damage. And for the Castellan robots, the repulsor grid ability is getting changed to, quote unquote, when an enemy unit targets this unit with ranged attacks, until that enemy unit has shot, when this unit makes a save roll on an unmodified 6, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound after that enemy unit has shot. That's kind of a whoop-de-doo thorns, but better than nothing. Sicarian Rustwalkers, their melee weapons are getting changed. They have 5 attacks, 4 weapon skill, 5 strength, AP -1, 1 damage, and the Blades of Cordclaw, anti-infantry 3-up, devastating wounds, precision, that's pretty sick. Attacks 5, weapon skill 4, strength 5, AP -2, damage 1. And for the Razor Cordclaw, it is 3 attacks, 4 weapon skill, 5 strength, AP -2, damage 2. And then, for the final rules change, that's a lot. Scorpius Disintegrator, Fairmite Cannon, is getting changed to range 48, 3 attacks, 4 ballistics, 12 strength, AP -3, d6 +1. Always, Mechanicus is good at shooty. Shooty hurt. Me no like. Alright, so let's see if they have any other. So, coming back to our dispositions. They only have 1 change. So for the Halos Creed Battleclade, their old DP was 2, it stays the same. They're getting changed from Purge to the Foe to Priority Assets. Okay. And then points changes. Oh, they got... Okay, so they were working on Mechanicus quite a lot. One thing I did want to do if I had time is actually look at their current... Well, I guess their win rates before the data slate changes, because that would have actually put some of this stuff more into perspective. Because I only have some understanding of who was well, who was well, who was doing great, who wasn't. I recall Sisters weren't doing too hot. I think Custodes were doing decent. Mechanicus, I am unsure. But let's see. Alright, so it looks like
Mechanicus are one of the bottom 3.
they're one of the bottom 3, oh god! That might explain why they got a bunch of points buffs. Except it looks like your Iron Strider Ballistari got a little more expensive, not by too much. Yeah, everything else is just discounted. Outside of Skitarii Vanguard, it's just kind of a little bloop. Little drop in the bucket of points changes. So what's down on points is your Astari Exterminators, both variants, and your Cataphrons got cheaper, your Breachers and Destroyers, Cerberus Raiders, and Sulfur Hounds. I don't think I've ever, like, seen those, like, in person in a match. And then the Dune Riders, they also went down a little bit. Alright, so we're at Aeldari. Huge fucking faction, so buckle up. Unless there's like 2 changes, then I'll feel like an idiot. I imagine they took a lot of changes. Sorry, I'm trying to stay hella hydrated. So this is a lot to get through. But I will try to go fast enough. But yeah, let me know if you want me to like slow down or zoom into any of this. If it like pertains to you, or if you have stuff to add, or thoughts and feels about what they did to your boy, your precious boy. I know some people are happy, some people aren't. I think for the most part, people are just kind of like, makes sense, makes sense. I don't know if I've really heard much, like, upset about any of this. But then again, it is Warhammer. Someone's bound to get a little upset that their points changed. Their rule changed ever so slightly. I don't know. I think mostly, though, just, like, any of your casual players, like, like me. It's like, yeah, this is fine. I won't know. Okay, you know what? I do notice it. My list is destroyed, actually. I had to go back to the drawing board. But we'll get to that! I play Raven Guard, which you might be able to tell because my chud son, my little boy. Alright, so focusing. Let's see. For the Seer Council detachment, this is for Aeldari. Aeldari? Unshrouded Truth Stratagem. The target and effect sections are getting changes. So the target is going to be 1 Oziriani infantry unit from your army, excluding Wraith Construct units that have not been selected to move this phase, was not set up on the battlefield this phase, and is within 9 inches of 1 or more friendly Oziriani Psyker models. The effect is changing. You will place your unit in strategic reserves. Your unit has Deep Strike. Your unit must make an ingress move this phase. Okay, so...
Would you like me to translate and provide context?
I was about to ask, yes. I was like, is that no Deep Strike shenanigan?
Changed here is this is a teleport. You pick a unit, they pick up off the field, and then you put them back down. Previously, it still had the wording from 10th edition where you would set them up outside 9 inches. This is fixing that wording to make it so that they set up outside 8 to be consistent with the rest of the game.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna move you. I'm obscuring my hub, and let's see if I can get you a little more involved visually.
The big thing that this does
There you go.
is fire dragons with Fugan have an 18-inch range with so that they can now teleport inside Melter range.
I hate that. Don't do that to me, please, Dev.
I will do that to you.
I have a daughter. You wouldn't do that.
Sure do. Speaking of, away.
Oh, sorry. You speak of the child, and then she has need, which I suspect she might need a Mother Dearest, but I will wait for Dev to tell me instead of me jumping out of my desk. Alright, so real quickity. What other... Okay, so... They're adding the frame keyword to a lot of shit. I will quickly run through it. The D-Cannon platform, Falcon, Fire Prism, Night Spinner, Shadow Weaver platform, Star Weaver, Vibro Cannon platform, Void Weavers. Hey, I own Void Weavers. I know Void Weavers. I know Star Weavers. Yeah, fucking Harlequin naming for you. Touch, kiss, caress, void, star, fucking whatever. Wave Serpent, Yannari Raider, Yannari Venom. So they all have the frame keyword now. The Shadow Seer Warrior options is changing. Oh wait, no, sorry. Sky Weavers. They're getting a change specifically to their grace, acrobatic grace ability. So they will have stealth. Melee attacks that target them will have -1 to hits. Oh, sorry, I'm... So I started off as a Harlequins player. I really liked playing pure Harlequins. Honestly, maybe one of these days I'll play Harlequins again to splash in some Dark Eldar. I think they have like one detachment option or some shit. We can do a little bit of Harlequin Dark Eldar soup. I might try that one day. But then I would have to paint their fucking vehicles. Well, I guess that was like one of the things that fucked me up was like I was a beginner painter and I had Harlequins of all things trying to paint those motherfuckers. But yeah, maybe one of these days I'll pick them up again. At least like the saving grace is they have a lot of expensive shit, so you're not painting too many models. Yeah, sorry, that was an aside. Right, so the Incarn's Inevitable Death ability is getting a little bit of a change. They are adding the writer at the end, so this is gonna, I guess it's gonna be hard to give the change without reading the whole thing, so I will read through a little bit. So in each of your opponent's turns, if the model on the battlefield, when another friendly Aeldari unit is destroyed, just after removing last model in the unit, you can remove the Incarn from the battlefield and set it up as close as possible to where the destroyed model was destroyed, not within engagement range of one or more enemy units. I will have a question for Dev on that when he comes back, because it's like, so if those things are not true, can you just not set up the Incarn? Just like, it's whatevs. Incarn can stay in the void, I don't know. But what they added to that description is that doing so does not prevent the model from being eligible to move. Okay. And then they're changing Crimson Hunter Hemlock Wraith Fighters. They're just changing their... Oh, interesting. Okay, so their movement and OC characteristics are getting changed to dash. So just not available. Which I'm curious about that. So Eldrad. He is getting... Oh, sorry.
Back to answer questions. The aircraft getting move change to dash is just be consistent with 11th. Aircraft can't move anymore. They deep strike only.
And Gary, you're saying, sorry, real quick. As long as it's 3 inches away from enemy models, since engagement range is now 2 inches and not 1. Okay. Got it. Sorry, go ahead, Dev.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Incarn's mechanic is that when it kills things, it can teleport to where things died.
Okay. Alright, and then let's see. Right, Eldrad is getting some changes. He can be attached to the following units. Guardian Defenders, Storm Guardians, or Warlock Conclave. If the model is not already attached to a unit, you can attach him to a unit even if one Warlock's unit has already been attached to it. Oh, okay.
That's just rules cleanup. Technically, nothing changed there.
Okay. They just like had it worded weird.
It's how the leader core rule changed compared 10th to 11th.
Got it. Oh yeah, for everyone, Dev is big Eldar boy. Started off as one, still as one. Did not leave the the grace of Eldar like I did. Alright, so for the FAQs, they did change something. The question being, can the Incarn use the inevitable death ability during my opponent's first turn? It is yes. I assume that this just, they're adding this to the FAQ. I assume when I see things in red under the FAQ sections of these. Sorry, I thought you were gonna say something.
Yeah, so yes, there are new FAQs. For context there was a universal rules change where you can't deep strike or ingress outside of turn 1 unless otherwise specified. So this is specifying that the Incarn can ingress turn 1 as an exception to the core rule.
Got it, okay. Alright, I think, yep, that is it for those changes. Alright, so let's take a look at the dispositions then. Okay, they got a couple of changes. For the Warhost attachment, points are the same, just like many of the other things. They're getting rid of Purge the Foe for that one. They're changing it to Reconnaissance instead. And then for the Eldritch Raiders, points still the same. Disruption, oh, okay, so they're just flip-flopping. So you do still get the same amount of Purge the Foe options, but that's just going to be on Eldritch Raiders instead. It was Disruption. Deathwing Assault is nasty because those Dark Angel players. Ugh. Alright, so sorry, we're going in alphabetical order. Just because, so I do have the Minotaurum up. It's easier, even though this is quite pretty, for mine eyes, I like to cut through any of the things that are, like, neutral. Just kind of makes it easier to me to have this slightly less pretty spreadsheet going on. So let's see. We finished with our Aeldari. Wait, no, we did not finish with our Aeldari, did we? I did not go through any of these points changes. I was like, that felt like it went too fast. It sure did. Holy shit. A lot of points changes, mostly reductions. Okay. So, it's like, am I gonna be listing out all of them? God
Eldar
damn.
have joined AdMech in the bottom 3.
Oh! That explains it. I was gonna ask, like, is this indicative of, they weren't doing so hot? Oh. Right, so, let's see, the Autarch is going down. And the Autarch Wayleaper, that is going down a little bit more too. Avatar of Cain got a pretty good drop by 15. Corsairs are a little cheaper, gets more economical to take them in 10s for both your Skyravers and the Void Scarred. The Farseer has just a little blip of points change. Your Farseer Skyrunner is a little cheaper. Shining Spears, a little bit. Shroud Runners by 5, and ooh, Swooping Hawks! Sorry, I love Swooping Hawks. So when I first started playing, obviously, I didn't come in with my own models, just like raw dogging it. We went to a friend's house where we were able to borrow some models. What I saw first on the shelf that made me say, I want to play these fucks. I saw Baharath and a group of swooping hawks. And that's what made me pick Craft World for my first match. I think I did actually play Craft World for a hot minute, and then the first actual models that I got for me were Harlequins. I don't remember if that was... I think that was actually after I bought the Craft World section of my friend's collection, since he was looking to cut down on it, make a little more room, because he wasn't playing with them. So we have so many, like, old-ass models. Just heavy. And painted and based in a way that is, like, very, I guess, retro at this point. But they're cute. We even have Baharath and the boys. That makes me happy. But yeah, sorry, that was my aside. I get very excited about Swooping Hawks, and I'm glad that Dev takes them. But yeah, so they're getting slightly cheaper, not by much. Let's see. Okay. So your first and second unit cost and your third plus unit costs are still discounted by 5, okay. And then Warlock Skyrunners are actually going to eat a points nerf slightly. They're going up by 10. From 45 to 55. Warp Spiders, a little bit cheaper. Oh, interesting. So, if you want to take more than one 5-man, sorry, more than 2 5-mans, it's going to cost you a little more, but alright. And then, okay, so if you take, if you take a 10-man of your third plus units, those will get more expensive, so I wonder if people are just taking a lot of them. Warwalkers, a little discounted, Wave Serpents. Your Wind Riders are getting a little more expensive, going from 160 to 170. And then, oh, Wraith Knights got cheaper. Oh, but a lot cheaper. What the fuck? This is like the biggest changes that I've seen so far is minus 30,
They were
minus 25.
very overpriced.
Oh my god.
Debatably still are.
Oh yeah, they still cost fucking like a fourth of your points, dude. What the fuck? Hope you don't like Wraith Knights. Why'd they just eat it so hard? Okay. Death Jester. Oh yeah, I just used to take just load Death Jester. He would die well, no. He would usually live. But like be totally mostly useless. Just hang out in the back of the whole map. For me and objective. My precious Death Jester, who is still economical on cost. 70 points. Holy shit. I don't even have anything in Space Marines that costs 70, I don't think. I think my cheapest baseline might be 75. Right, Shadow Seer, what? 50. 50? Skyweaver's a little cheaper. Your 4-man units are a little more enticing. Your Starweaver is a little cheaper. Yannari Raiders are cheaper. And Venom's just slightly to 65. Dang, yeah. They got a lot of points changes. Holy fuck. Their entire big-ass section. So for Astra Militarum, Baneblade, let it rip at a cheaper cost. I'll go over that a little bit later. Let's see if there are rules
we round out the last of the bottom 3.
Last of the bottom. All right.
Very funny that they're all alphabetical with each other.
Yeah. Baneblade, let it rip in peace. Combined arms detachment. Let me make sure. Okay, this is after Militar. Militants. Reactive command enhancements is changing from 9 inches to 8 inches. I think that's just to go with a... Updates doesn't have a point value update. Where's this info from? Only thing faction packs have, or... What are you they just came out with a rules and point update. You can find it at... I'll show you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, not here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You can find this on the 40K website. I will pop it in chat. So, if you just want to go to a different faction, they just have the faction drop down. Everything's been pretty hard to find on their site, so I would not blame you if if you managed not to find it, because it is a fucking mess to find every little update. But yeah, factions, everything's there. Let's see, from before that... Well, I'm afraid that if I go back, I'm the fucking... It is in the downloads section, if I recall. A Minotaur. Sorry, Munitorum. Anyway, where are we? We were at Astra Militarum. Try and get back to the pages on that. For combined arms detachment. Yeah, it's at the bottom of the download section. It's never where you expect shit to be, honestly. Like, I have to ask Dev every time where it's like, I know where to find it! And it's like, what? I don't... I don't see it. I don't get it. UI design is not their specialty when it comes to, like, actually finding resources. Alright, so... Masters of Camouflage Detachment Rule. The only change it's really getting is that the wording is getting changed to units from your army have the benefit of cover. And such a unit has the benefit of cover for any other reason. Improve the save characteristic of that unit by 1 to a maximum of 3 up. Okay. Tripwires. Okay, so they're just changing all of this to reflect 11th ed. Wow, that's so scummy. Should be in the faction packs. It's just lazy. Well, this is kind of like essentially errata. They're just things that they just hot fixed in here. Like based off of all of the like tournament shit they've been seeing. And then I know some of the rules have been... I hesitate to make assumptions saying hastily written, but there's some things that were written in a way that just like doesn't make sense with 11th edition, has like more 10th edition wording, so they did a lot of cleanup. I guess this is the cleanup plus post people doing it live changes, I suppose. So it's just a lot. I will say though, at least in their at least in the Warhammer 40K app, if you're using it for list building, I believe the changes are already live now. I did have to manually update it this morning, though, just to see it. So I don't know if it would have automatically rolled out yet. True, at least they're not Factory Fortress, who legends all their box set models and half of their STL models already. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, I already get really sad when a model I like gets discontinued. You didn't hear about that? Yeah, that fucking sucks, Jesus. I don't understand. It's like, why would they be so quick to like, be like, buy more shit? We own all that. Oh, I didn't know we owned all of them. I thought we just had some. They're being sued into Hades.
Factory Fortress is French Crusade.
Yeah, I figured it was. They're being sued into Hades by so many. Yeah, that's pretty fucked. That actually makes me sad, because I was excited to jump into Trench Crusade soon. And, I printed my precious black grail to paint. That's upsetting. Oh, alright, well, breaking news. Get wrecked nerds indeed. Jeez. Even Kickstarter. Oh. Damn, this, you know what? This is juicy. Forget anything I was talking about today. What the fuck? Even Kickstarter is suing them because of fraud because 18% of the backers still don't have their starter boxes. What the? Oh my god, dude. That's so disappointing. I actually thought they were like I had a pretty positive impression of Factory Fortress. It's old news from late April. What the fuck? Okay. I'm a little behind then. I'm surprised. We have some like pretty active trench crusade bros. And that skipped me. In my defense, I'm too Warhammer pilled right now. Between AOS and 40k, especially with 11th Ed coming out. And then, of course, Baby Child keeping me on my toes, but like, that's so fucked. Trench Crusade is a US company, so not a shocker, they're so scummy. Yeah, we definitely don't have a monopoly on scummy, companies, but, we do tend to have a lot of them. Oh. I won't get into the two sads on that, but yeah. Sucks though. Alright, so we are still on, sorry, my my rules changes aren't visible, so I'm just gonna be speaking them in words. So we're still on Astra Militarum. Let's see. Okay, so more keywords changes, adding frame to, oh my god, this is a lot to read. They're adding frame to all these motherfuckers. Ready, it is Aegis Defense Line, Baneblade, Banehammer, Bane Sword, Bane. Wolf. Start.
You probably don't need to read out everything that gets
Yeah.
framed. You're going to be here a while for like every faction.
I will, yeah. You know what? I'll just say, to summarize, everything gets frame. Let's see, what do we got here? They are changing some wording to Gonsko's covert stealth team ability. They're saying that at the end of your opponent's turn, if the unit is unengaged, you can use the ability, and if you do, you place the unit in strategic reserves. They will have deep strike until the start of your next shooting phase, and the unit must make an ingress move in your next movement phase, including your first turn. Okay. And then for the Valkyrie, it's getting a couple changes, nothing too wild. They're removing the aircraft keyword, interesting. And then they're changing the movement to 14 inches and OC to blip, not available, dash.
It's because the Valkyrie is a troop transport, which does not work with the current aircraft rules, so they're reverting the aircraft.
Oh, I see. Alright, so for the Lehman Russ commander, death befitting an officer. In your opponent's shooting phase, when the unit is destroyed before its deadly demise roll 1d6. Wait, what? So you're rolling a d6 into rolling its deadly demise too? On a 2-up, do not remove it from the battlefield. After the attacking unit has shot, the unit can shoot using normal shooting, but while doing so, the unit can only target that enemy unit. When the unit has shot, or at the end of the... Jeez, this... shooty. Whichever comes first, resolve this unit's deadly demise roll, and then is removed from the battlefield. Okay. So it just kind of gets to be like, you didn't win, plink. And then fucking explodes. Okay, that's actually it for rules on Astra Militarum. I think I saw a lot of points changes. So let me, no. Actually, dispositions I like to do before that. Those are usually pretty fast. They're just getting a change to combined arms. They're making it cheaper. It was at 3. It is now 2. Take and hold stays the same. So, okay. So just a slight reduction. So you can take combined arms, and then something else that costs 3 or whatever if you really want. Alright, so changes to... so yeah, indeed, bottom 3. They're getting loved on quite a bit. Holy shit. They are doing a lot of correcting on points. Alright, so we're getting changes to base, I'm not... Should I be reading all of the units out separately, Dev, when it's like every unit in the army? Or should
I think Astra Militarum is the longest list of changes. Everything else is significantly shorter. So here,
okay. Yeah, I'll go through it like fairly quick. So Baneblade going down still to 450 though. Baneblade's fucking expensive. What the hell? Bane Hammer is going down a lot, so it's gonna be 385. Bane Sword is going down quite a lot too. Yeah, these are some of the steepest, consistently steepest point drops. So they're going to 415. Jesus, Astro Militarum is like so expensive. That's probably why your friend went with a list that was just 4 vehicles. That's all you can afford. Get your 4 vehicles, you're done. Right, for the Cadian Commando Squad, slightly cheaper. Centaur, slightly cheaper. Chimera, a little steeper. And Commissar Yarick. Is Yarick new, or did Yarick just change? Are they the one that got the cunty new model?
Yeah, he got a new model end of 10th.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. He's cheaper, too. The Doom Hammer is getting way cheaper. Slightly less cheap, just take more. Hellhammers, same thing. The Azarkin light changes. It's more economical, I guess. Yeah, as you spam them, you save a little more. For the Krieg Command Squad, slightly cheaper. Lehman Russes, seeing some points reductions across the board. Shadow Swords, way the fuck cheaper. 135, still costs 375. Stormlords, a lot cheaper. Tarox Prime, decent amount cheaper. And then just slight changes to the Aquilons. Sorry, I can never, like, pronounce shit. Anything Imperium, huh? Scions, they're getting a little bit cheaper. Wyverns, hella cheaper, down by 35, still costs 415. Chaplain Grimaldus, going down a little bit. Crusade Ancient, down a little bit. Emperor's Champion, Excrator High Marshal Helbrecht, and Impulsor, down by 10 points. The Repulsor is the first thing that is getting a points increase, but only by a little bit. So you're
in the Templars.
Oh, sorry. I just keep going. Because I didn't... Whoop! I was going to try to bold it. Oh, that's right! Control B is my blush. Oopsie doopsie. That's okay. The embarrassment is real. Because, yeah, I was trying to keep myself from just reading and reading by bolding everything, and I fucking missed that shit. That's okay. Alright, so Black Templars also... Oh. Were Black Templars just doing hella fucking great? This looks different. This is a lot of red. This is the first red I've seen for quite some time. The true toggle I have on. Let's see. Will things break if I press this button? Da-da-da-da! Okay, it didn't break. Nothing broke. Oh my goodness. It didn't break! Sorry. Lately, if I press shit on my Steam Deck, everything just implodes. Right, so... Black Templars. Did they get some? I imagine they have rules changes. Actually, not much. Holy shit. Okay. It's not like they have that much. Alright, so, Heresy begets Retribution Stratagem. Okay. Same is the range is changed from 9 to 8 just to go with the 11th edition changes. So, they're whoopsie-doopsie just corrected. Makes sense. Alright, so we're gonna check the dispositions. Black Templars are getting a couple changes. Alright, so for the Godhammer Assault Force detachment, their DP stays the same, but Disruption changes to Purge, and where the Living Miracle changes from Purge to Disruption. And that is it for their detachment changes. So for points, were they just doing great, Dev? Jeez. Sorry, I'm just like looking at some of these. I guess they're not that drastic. There's like little tweaks.
Yeah,
Oh,
there might be some generic Space Marine changes mixed in with the Black Templars and Blood Angels.
okay. Also, yeah, I thought I bolded all the beginnings. My ass probably got distracted by something and then flubbed it. That's okay. I just need to read. It's just, yeah, I
No,
like my
you did,
little...
but I removed the enhancements because they were duplicated.
It was up to you to rebold it. Okay. That explains it, yeah. Okay, so, Black Templars. Oh, hold on, I gotta drink more water. This is just a lot of words. A lot of changes. I'm only like a fourth of the way through this. Okay. I promise I will try to make this a little faster. Alright, so Grimaldus going down a little bit, so I'm just gonna guess I'll go through the reductions first, and then we'll go to the increases. That might be a little easier to section things out. So, between 5 and 10 point changes, I'll point out anything that deviates. So, the ones that are going down, Chaplain Grimaldus, Crusade Ancient, Emperor's Champion, Execrator, High Marshal Helbrecht, Impulsor. And the Aggressor Squads, though if you try to take 3... Sorry. If you try to take 3 or more, that's 15. And then Drop Pods, slightly changed. Not by much, it just costs 60. That's cheap as fuck, boy. And let's see, the Razorback and Rhino. Okay, so again, any little vehicles are generally cheaper after these changes. GW be liking the vehicles. Alright, and then we get into Blood Angels. So, for the points increases, a lot of things. Do you know where how Black Templars were doing, Dev, like ranking wise? Like, are they top 3 or not quite that bad? Or I
Space
guess I
Marines
mean
were, so a
good.
lot of the red you're seeing is the Space Marines changes.
Oh, okay.
Or I guess Space Marines are doing alright, but whenever Space Marines are doing alright, it means that they're overpowered because of how large their player base is.
I guess that makes sense. Like, you have more people pulling stats and shit. More meta. You said Blood Angels get nothing and changes. Yeah, about that. I haven't played
I think
against
for
Blood
Black
Angels.
Templars specific stuff is their vehicles ate slight nerfs.
Oh, okay. Repulsors are a little more expensive, not by much. Eradicators are up a little bit. Inceptors only changed slightly. I do like Inceptors. Furnace Squad a little bit. Land Speeders went up a little bit. Lieutenant with a combi weapon went up a little. And then for the other ones that went up in price, these are all just 5 to 10 points. So just slight tweaks. Storm Speeder Hammer Strike, Suppressor Squads, and Vanguard Vets with jump packs went up just a little bit. Alright, which, yeah, I do be liking Vanguard Vets with jump packs. But that's understandable. Right, and that's actually, woo, sorry. That's it for the Black Templars. So, Blood Angels. Okay, so a lot of this is really going to be a lot of the same info. Yeah, okay. Maybe sorry, if I had a little more time, I probably would have squashed these all together. So you're seeing the same shit, no matter, you know. Marines are Marines! Alright, let's see for Blood Angels rules. What rules changes do they got? A couple little tweaks. So they're upon wings of fire detachment rules. In the final paragraph, they're changing the wording to place the units in strategic reserves, and the units must make an ingress move in your next movement phase, including your first turn. Okay, so there's a lot of the, like, it must be an ingress move, like, added to a lot of this. And okay, so there's Sanguinary Guard. They're actually having their melee weapon profiles changed a little bit. So the Encarmine Blade is going to be 4 attacks, 2 up weapon, 6 strength, 3 AP, and 2 damage. And Encarmine Spear, it has the Lance keyword, 4 attacks, 2 up, 6 strength, minus 2 AP, damage 2. And then they're adding a slight change to the Sanguinator Miraculous Savior ability. So when you use it, the move doesn't prevent the unit from being eligible to move. And that is the only change they took. Okay, got it. Did they have any change to their dispositions? No, they did not. Okay, yeah, you're right. Blood Angels didn't really change. Alright, so what do we got?
And
Oh,
none of their unique units changed.
none of their uniques changed, yeah. Yeah, obviously. Space Marines, they all took a bunch of changes. We are at... Yeah, this list isn't as long as I thought. It's like once you get to Space Marines, it's all it's all duplicates. Alright, so we're at Chaos Demons. Okay, they did take some enhancement changes. Go over that in a little bit. First, let's see, do they have some rules changes real quick? Chaos Demons. Chaos Knights. Chaos Demons not get changes. I guess not, if I'm not seeing them. Okay, doesn't look like they changed. At least as far as rules. Alright, so let's look at enhancements then. Just Lords of the Warp. It's gonna cost the same. They're changing it from Purge to Take and Hold. Same thing as a lot of these. Right, so Chaos Knights are gonna take a little more changes. So, sorry, before that, actually, there are points changes for Chaos Demons. Oh, wait. Oh, it just didn't get changed. You stopped by our LGS for some varnish today, Ducky, and the cashier was talking to a dude on the phone. Apparently, Tau Twin Lance got a good buff and have sold out across Denver. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, Tau is gonna be towards the end, so I'm curious. We don't have anyone playing Tau right now. Just someone who owns some Tau that have not put them on the board yet. I think he was planning on, hobbying them first. Excuse me. Sorry, it's not even, like, late for me. It's just been it's It's been a bit of a crazy, I guess, day/night. Like, in the middle of the night. It was 1:30 in the morning. Baby girl decided that she was wide awake and took 2 hours to be put back to bed. I was so fucking miffed. Oh, but it's like she's teething. I can't be too upset. But yeah, so all right, so the enhancements is changing on Chaos Demons. I don't think I have the info though. Am I? Oh no, it's just Lords of the okay. Okay, I'm just going to okay. It was just points changes on their enhancements. I'm sorry, it took my like brain way too long. Alright, so Inescapable Eye is going up by 5 points, Infernal Puppeteer down by 5, and then up by 5 is Neverblade. Okay. And then for actual model and unit costs, they're actually pretty split. Actually, no, mostly just increases. The only reductions they were getting is that Shalaxi is going down a lot by 25, and then the Fluxmaster down by 10. And then, let's see. Sorry, I'm pausing while I keep like, I had coffee before this, I swear. But yeah, Beast of Nurgle are going up, or sorry, yeah, they're going up by 5. 10 to Blood Crushers. Gets a little more expensive at your 3rd plus unit. And then, God, these are expensive, man. Kairos Fate Weaver, going up to 305. Lord of Change up to 320. That is a big hike of 20. And then if you trade a bring at 3 or more Lords of Change, it's gonna cost you and be 340 for that 3rd unit. And then that's about what they got. So we can look at Chaos Knights. Probably not too much going on with them. Let's see. Oh, actually, I lied. Chaos Knights actually do have a lot of rules changes. Okay. Uh-oh. Did we have a power surge?
Don't know. Our internet's acting up at least.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have had, for example, my ring light actually turned off and on, and then OBS said it disconnected and reconnected. It doesn't say that my stream stopped. All right. Oh, I wonder if we're getting another storm or something. All right. So, real quickity. So for the Trader's Lance detachment, the Storm of Darkness stratagem in the effects section is getting a little change. The unit will have stealth, and melee attacks that target the unit have -1 to hit rolls. And in datasheets, they're going to
Quick
be...
pause. I'm not seeing your stream live.
You what? Oh.
Not seeing your stream live.
So real quick, Storm of Darkness stratagem. The unit will have stealth, and melee attacks that target the unit will now have -1 to hit rolls. Garrus, wanna laugh? One of our local UM players. Thank you! I don't know what happened, just everything flickered. But OBS was just like, no, you're still rolling. Even though it wasn't. One of your local UM players bought the Gravis Kelgar model that was Legends. So now they own 9 of him, as well as the new Terminator Calgar. Now they can legally use all 10 in an armory list as long as the Gravis models are used as aggressors. Now that the points for aggressors went down, they're going to have such a field day with them. Jesus. I mean, you know what?
Just the
Go
list
for it.
Calgar and my friend Calgar.
Yeah. We are the Calgar brothers. He has been killing everyone's net. I don't even know if it would be, because we've been getting like a lot of crazy windiness and shit. They got them cheap from other players. That's so funny. It's the most stonks. I love that for them. Alright, so as far as the datasheet goes for Chaos Knights, let's see, the Volkite Combustor is getting changed. Okay. It ignores cover. Ooh, fun! I hope nobody fucking runs one against me. I mean, you know what? As long as I stay outside of 12, I'll be good. Alright, so for the Knight Desecrator, they are changing that a bit. So it'll have dev wounds on monsters and vehicles, and then its obsessive ruthlessness ability will have the wording changed to the unit's ranged attacks that target a monster vehicle unit can ignore modifiers to the unit's ballistic skill, hit rolls, and wound rolls. Okay. And then for the Knight Ruinator, the Dark Flame Lance weapon is going to change. Oh, the attacks are changing to D6 plus 6. And then the amount of attacks is also going to change to D6 plus 6 for the Terror Pulse missile weapon. And then that is all of the rules changes they're getting. So let's see. Let's see, do they get any disposition changes? Pretty much everyone got disposition changes. Alright, so again, we're seeing Purge the Foe get changed. There'll be priority assets for Infernal Lance, for Lords of Dread, and then no points changes on any of these. They're going to... Wow, sorry, the Stream Elements message came fucking late. Alright, so Lords of Dread. The priority assets will be changed to Cake and Hold. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Cake and Hold. Sorry. The Bastions of Tyranny. Disruption will be changed to priority assets. Damn. Okay, so we're just kind of like almost flip-flopping these around. Morning, Drake. Just coming by to say hello. If you start actively chatting, you'll probably end up ranting about GW again. You can! Now's the time to rant about GW, actually. Before, weirdly enough, we were ranting about Trench Crusade. But yeah, going over rules changes, rants are kinda, I guess, expected. I'm actually curious to know, like, what Aaron thinks about their changes. I just know that mine just makes me go, oh no, I gotta cut down my list, QQ, cry. But I don't know if... Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta figure out what my new weapon against vehicles is going to be. Like, I don't know if I can fit in... I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about my options. I'm just like... I gotta lose shit that I enjoy having. Or weirdly take off my twin lightning claws that I love aesthetically and flavor-wise and give some dudes hammers. But I will get to that later. Alright, so that's it for Chaos Knights. What are we at? Just Chaos Space Marines? Yes, we are. So for their enhancements, let's see. They're getting a increase on Tempting Addendum. It'll go up by 15. Damn. That is a expensive enhancement. Pretty. Alright, so they're gonna have a lot of changes. God damn. Else doing good, I guess. Is GW finally selling rulebooks per rule? Movement tome? Combat phase tome? Army builder tome? Oh, that's just a codex. Nah, this is, at least all this is free changes. It's just, it happened, what, like in the past day or whatever? Like, hella new. It's just, finding these online is a kind of a pain in the ass, as I found out putting this together. There's just too many, resources to, like, get the full picture. So, I mean, and this was even after, like, listening to coverage on it. So a lot of this is gonna actually be found. I'll pull it up. At the bottom of their downloads page, you could find the. I always say it wrong. I always want to say Minatorum. Munitorum. And then it does include all the factions. It's just for mine eyes and presentation. I didn't want to read this because it's a bunch of filler shit. Like, all of these in gray are things that aren't changing, so I just wanted things to be a little easier to, I guess, parse and regurgitate. Also, Dev helped a lot with that. Yeah, we had to do a little bit of tanking with Teething Baby today. So it was a bit of a passing merc back and forth kind of day. But alright, so let's look for rules changes. I did not go over Chaos, did I? Those are Chaos Knights. Oh wait, Dark Angels. Wait, Dark Angels are back here? Am I crazy? Did Dank Angels not get covered? Let me just double check real quick.
Dark Angels are after Chaos.
Okay, sorry, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, good, okay. Oh yeah, I should know that since I've just been going in alphabetical order. Okay, so Chaos Space Marines, I don't think are getting any rules updates, but let's check dispositions, because I think so far every single faction has had some kind of change on dispositions. Which, oh wait, sorry, I was just thinking, I was like, but we got the disposition cards. It's like, that they're just with the dispositions, like, separately. I don't have to get anything new for that. The dispositions themselves are the same, just how you assign them is different. So for Chaos Space Marines, Murder Talon Raiders, is keeping the same cost, but Purge the Foe is getting changed to Reconnaissance. Okay, so they don't have as much Purge. And then Soulforged Warpack is going from Purge to Take and Hold. Okay, and then they have a lot of fucking points changes. Oh my god. I'm gonna end up needing more water at this rate. This is whoa. So wordy. Right, so they're eating a lot of points increases, not by much. So the Chosen... Wait. First to second unit. Oh, I see. For the 10-man, it's just gonna be more expensive for the Chosen. Got it. Try to see if there's anything like that's a little wild. Not really. We're actually just kind of getting little tweaks. Alright, so for reductions, I'll quickly go through it. The Chaos Lord, the jump pack is going down a little bit. And then Chaos, okay, so Rhinos, yeah, basically Rhinos across the board are just getting reductions. And then the Chaos Termi Squad is going down a little bit. Same with the Masters of Maelstrom, a little more. Mutilators, or sorry, Masters of Maelstrom are actually going up. Mutilators are going down. Nemesis Claw is going down. And that's it. Everything else is going up, but not by much. So Abaddon, Chaos Praetor, or Predator, sorry. And the Annihilators and Destructors, okay. And the Chosen and Defilers are going up. Huron is going up. And yes, Masters of the Maelstrom are going up. And then that's it. Oh wait, no. Bashor is going up. Venom Crawlers are going up. Okay, yeah, of course they are. And then that's it for Chaos Space Marines. Honestly, not much. It seemed like a lot. Great. Have fun at work, Drake! And you're saying, Corvus Bellies Infinity. Here are the updated rules for free, and the official online army builder is free too. The GW's Warhammer. I wish we could charge you for just looking at your models. No, Hassan, shut up. I don't know if they're like quite that level yet. It's like, I'm trying to think. Has it really changed much between editions? And that's like, I guess the only thing that's changed is, oh, that's right, is that for objective markers, that's changed. So like your objective templates, and then you don't need blast templates anymore. And then you have to buy, well, you don't necessarily need to buy the, what do you call them? The disposition pack. It helps to have them out though, not gonna lie. Especially like learning the addition, just kind of showing your buddy, just like, wait a minute, what does yours do? What does mine do? What do you keep track of? It helps. Honestly, I think the amount of shit that you need to buy is about the same. I'm trying to remember what, like, was a bummer to me. I think really just the, well, I don't know. It was kind of stonks, though, because I'm thinking about, like, board setup-wise, I like where they're going. It just sucks that, like, you need more, I guess, floors, bases for your buildings to lay everything out. What you had before might not necessarily work. I know, like, even at my friend's house, though, like, just with random terrain we had, and then just squares with the mostly correct dimensions, we got a board that felt pretty decent. It was pretty close to what was on the card. But yeah. So where are we at here? Dark Angels. I believe they're getting some changes. Yeah, Dark Angels is getting some changes. Oh god. Right, buckle up. Masters of... I almost said Masters of Makeovers. Masters of Makeovers! Maneuver. The wording is getting changed to friendless Adeptus Astartes have, units range attacks have assault. When the unit's selected to make a fallback move, that fallback move does not prevent them from being eligible to shoot. Oh, so they can scoot and shoot. Friendly Adeptus Astartes mounted have... This unit's ranged attacks have assault. When the unit selected make an advance move, that advance move does not prevent them from being eligible to declare a charge. When this unit is selected to fall back, that fallback... Okay, same thing. So they're not prevented from shooting, but they can also declare charges. Right, and then Death on the Wind. It is getting changed to when. Your movement phase when a friendly Adeptus Astartes ends in advance. Target the Adeptus Astartes unit, and the effect is the advance move does not prevent your unit from being eligible to declare a charge. Alright, and then for your Talent Strike stratagem, that will change. The when is going to be in the fight phase when a friendly Adeptus Astartes is selected to fight. The target will be the Adeptus Astartes unit, and the effect is that the melee attacks have lance. Then Shroud of Heroes, that enhancement is getting a wording change. It is for an Adeptus Astartes model only once per battle per army. When this model is destroyed at the end of the phase, roll a d6. On a 2-up, set up this model on the battlefield unengaged and as close as possible to where it was destroyed. The model is not part of an attached unit, and its unit has a starting strength of 1. The model has 3 wounds remaining, or its full wounds remaining if this model was battle shocked when it was destroyed. Did you get all that? Right, so...
We'll give a slight time reminder that we are halfway through stream.
Oh, I know. I will say, Dev, I did not prime my model, so maybe that's okay. I will try to, I guess, I don't know how to go faster than I'm going. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't know. Death on the Wanda will change. Let's see. When you advance, you target the units, and the advance move does not prevent them from charging. For the Talent Strike stratagem, in the fight phase, when you're selected to fight, you target them and their melee attacks will have lance. Did I already read that? Am I crazy? Am I like... I did. I already read that. I'm losing my shit. You threw me off. Alright, so Lionel Johnson, the man, is changing. He is going to gain the mobile keyword, and all secrets revealed will change to Mystery Shadow Realms at the end of your opponent's turn. If he is unengaged, you can use the ability. If you do, place in strategic reserves, and you have to make an Ingress move in your next movement phase, even if it's the first turn. Alright, and then, so, let's see. We're getting a change to Inner Circle Companions. They'll have stealth. Melee units will have -1 to hit. Nephilim Jet Fighters. So there will be -1 to wound rolls against them with ranged attacks. And for Raven Wing Black Knights, we're at the Raven Wings. Let's see. Profile is going to stay the same. However, oh wait, no. This is changing. Okay, so their whole profile is going to be, it'll have dev wounds, 3 attacks, weapon skill, 3 up, 5 strength, -2 AP, 1 damage, and the Ravenwing Command Squad keywords, they'll remove leader, but add support. Then for Ravenwing Dark Shroud, Icon of Old Caliban, that ability will change to friendly units within 6 up stealth. And then for the Stasis Bomb ability, it'll be changed to, at the end of your opponent's fight phase, you pick a visible enemy unit, excluding aircrafts and lone ops, within 24 inches. They will be slowed until the end of your opponent's next movement phase. I don't think I've seen slowed come up yet. Then again, I've played 1 match, but I don't think slowed has come up. While slowed in your opponent's move phase, when the unit is selected to move, unless the unit remains stationary, roll a d6. Okay, so that's it. There we go, that's what it means. On a 1 to 4, the unit suffers d3 mortals, and they have -2 inch movement. That sucks. That fucking sucks. On a 5 to 6, they suffer 2d3 mortals, and then you get -3 to move. Oh, okay, yeah, I understand that. I get why they're good. Alright, so Samael, his Ravenwing ability is changed to Assault. Sorry, Assault for ranged. When the unit is selected to make an advance, they are not prevented from being eligible to declare a charge, and they gain the mobile keyword. That's it for that. What about our enhancements? Nothing. They did not get any changes to enhancement. Okay. Alright, what about our points? I thought I saw a lot of points. data points. Wait, did I already go over points? Am I crazy, Dev? Am I losing my shit? Did I do points for them first?
No, but see, Space
Oh, yeah,
Marines
yeah, yeah,
get
duh. Yeah, I
points
know.
get copied.
Right. Alright, so for enhancements, their Stalwart Champion is going down by 10 points. And let's see, Inner Circle Companions, that's getting a little cheaper. Land Speeder Vengeance will go up a bit. Lionel Johnson is getting cheaper. Let's see. I don't think Raven Wings are listed anywhere else, though. Okay, yeah, so for my sanity. So many things do appear here. Alright, so slight points cost from 10 to 15 on Nephilim Jet Fighters, Raven Wing Command Squads, Dark Shroud, Samael, Aggressors, and Eradicators are going up. Okay, and then the rest is going to be what we have seen. I believe the Infernus is also part of their shit. Yeah, it's all about the same. Vanguard vets with jump packs get more expensive. I cry every time. Alright, Death Guard. We're a Death Guard. What kind of rules changes you got? None, supposedly. Alright, so what about enhancements? What is Death Guard getting? Or not getting? Just Contagion Engines is changing. That's the 1 point. Purge the Foe is getting changed to Reconnaissance. I still don't know if I like dispositions. Like, I do and I don't. Maybe I just like the idea of dispositions, but it's just like, I don't know, more shit to keep track of, more shit to compare with your buddy. Or maybe you play enough games and it just kind of feels like whatever. So Death Watch, is Death Watch getting anything? At least not. Oh wait, sorry. I need to check if there are any points changes for Death Guard. Or are. Alright, so Hermes are cheaper, Defilers are changing a little bit. 40. Morty's getting slightly cheaper. Still cost $3.90, so you'll pay for them. Plague Marines, so we're just seeing what? 10, 15 point changes. Yeah. That's only on a couple things here. But they are mostly going to, yeah, just eat some increases on Defilers. Oh, and the Warrior options for said Defilers. So maybe Defilers had it too good for too long. And that's about it for Death Guard. Alright, so we're at Death Watch. They did not have rules changes. Let's check the dispositions.
Yeah, for some context on Defilers, they have been terrorizing the meta since they've come out. They've been broken in every single or Chaos Space Marine Legion that could take them.
Big fucking bullies. Get dumpstered. So for the Black Spear Task Force, points stay the same, priority assets gets changed to Purge. That's it. Let's see what their points changes are. Alright, so they're also taking only very slight tweaks. Again, your rhinos are cheaper. Vanguard vets are getting more expensive. Same with your speeders, suppressors. I cry every time.
None of their unique units change.
Yeah. Scepter. Sorry, I'm not really even salty. It just feels kind of sad. I don't like to retool my lists and think again a second time. Alright, so Deathwatch is kinda in the same boat. Druhkari has a lot of rules. Alright. Alright, buckle up, Druhkari players. Dev. The one Druhkari player. Dev. Or wait, you're playing Ynnari, right? Wait, no. How has shit changed? Are you just normal Eldar now? I don't know. You go from Dark Eldar and now... Sorry, go ahead.
I just said I do what I want.
You do what you want. Okay. Yeah. All I know is I play Dev, I see some elves. And then I get shit fucking in my backline no matter how much I screen. Alright, so the frame keyword will be added to Raiders, Ravagers, Venoms. Is frame a keyword that they made just for this update, or did 11th come with the frame keyword? They just did not apply it.
11 came with frame, but they missed a lot of units that needed it in the first pass.
Got it. So that's their whoopsie doopsies. Alright, so for the post-mortality stratagem, it's gonna be changed to spend 1 of 3 pain tokens. Hey, I know pain tokens! I generate them for my husband all the time. At the end of the phase, set up the destroyed model on the battlefield unengaged, as close as possible to where it was destroyed. If it is not attached to a unit, and its unit has a starting strength of 1, that model has a number of wounds remaining equal to the number of pain tokens you just spent. Okay, so up to 3. That's not bad, I guess. The Archon is getting some changes. While the model is... While this model has an invuln save... There we go. This unit cannot reroll save rolls. When this model loses a wound, excluding from mortals, they have no invuln save until the end of the battle. Interesting. Okay. They just have, like, this, I don't know, overshield. Scourges, with shard carbines and swooping descent ability. Okay. Same thing is they needed to change the 9 inches to 8. Go with the addition. Okay, yeah. That's another whoopsie doopsies. They added something to the FAQ. Does the Venom's aerialist ability allow a unit to embark within a transport, even if it disembarked from a transport this turn? Yes, because it states that unit can embark within its transport in a turn it disembarked from this transport. Alright, so straightforward. Let's take a look at everything else. Alright, so for Druhkari, the Covenant Coterie is... Okay, so everything is still going to cost the same, but Purge the Foe is taking hold. Exhibition of Slaughter will go from Disruption to Reconnaissance. Cableites, Agonists will go from Purge the Foe to Disruption. Right, and then do they have any... Okay, they do have a couple changes, just... Raiders down by 10, Ravagers up by 10, Venoms down by 5. Right, next is Emperor's Children. They have a little bit of changes. Alright, so I'm gonna skip anything that's just like, we added frame, or we're changing this from 9 inches to 8 inches. Yeah, like, anywhere they missed that, they fixed it up. Let's see, Fulgrim will be immobile. And that's it.
All means he can move through walls.
I mean, I don't know, he's got a big fucking snake body. I don't know if he can fit through everything. I guess it's more just like he can kind of go up around. I just kept thinking, like, how does he fit through the holes in the walls? As you just go over the fucking wall, you're Snake Man. Anyway, detachment, Ember's Children. Coterie of the Conceited. Okay, so no points changes on these. Coterie of the Conceited is from Purge to Priority. Carnival of Exus is going from Priority to Disruption. Frenzied Host is from Disruption to Reconnaissance. Spectacle of Slaughter is Purge the Foe to Disruption. And let's see, some changes. Alright, so again, rhinos are down. Defilers cost a fucking lot. Them and their options. Alright, so Fulgrim is gonna be slightly cheaper. Lucius, slightly cheaper. Mauler Fiends, a little cheaper. Sorcerer, and again, like we were talking about, Shalaxi gets a lot cheaper. And that's what you got. Alright, Genestealers. They have a bit of changes, actually. Most of them just being sloppy with the keywords and whatnot. The Cult Ambush. No, not my genes! Yes, they're gonna steal them all. Especially your favorite pair. The only one that doesn't have mysterious holes in the pocket. Right, each time a unit from your army is destroyed, if every model, excluding character models, in your unit... Oh! Okay, they were just specifying. So, it's gonna exclude character models for Cult Ambush. And then, yeah, so it's just saying... and it doesn't include attached character models. Funny enough, I hate ranked genes. I do too! Not even like... It's not really even feeling-wise. It's that no one fucking makes anything in petite. Like, it is such a nightmare to find petite leggings or jeans or anything that I give up. Shorts are better anyways. I can wear it in most weather. If I, like... Don't get me started. Everything's made for fucking tall people. Alright, so... let's see... We are still on Cult Ambush. Why does Cult Ambush have so much words? Alright, so if you do... Okay, all this is saying is that all this shit doesn't care about character models. That's the change. Characters get fucked. Into Shadows. Okay, that's just 9 to 8 inches, whatever. Oh, all this just... They got sloppy with their new rules. Needed to update keywords and... Okay, so basically nothing. Nothing changes, is the summary on that. You're a chonker and a tech guy, hoodie and cargo pants. At least you look like a proper professional from your field. Do you have the thick-rimmed glasses, though? I swear, like, working in tech, everyone was either wearing that, or it was, like, the closer to design they got, or the closer to management they got, the more it's like you would see the, like, white dad shoes paired with skinny jeans, flannels, and the fucking glasses. Those thick black frame glasses. And then, of course, I was gonna say, were mustaches popular or not? But I see mustaches more or less. Felt like it. No, but round, thick faces, slim frame glass. Okay. That still feels tech. I guess, yeah, when I think about it, it was more like... Yeah, I guess that was still more on the designers. The thicker the glasses got, the more design it got. Alright, and then what do we have? Genestealer. We already did Genestealers. We already stole those jeans. Grey Knights, a lot of changes. Oh wait, you know what? I did not finish. I needed to check dispositions and everything else. Alright, so Heroes of the Uprising. Purge is disruption, Xenoccult masses. Disruption is reconnaissance. And then they're taking, ooh, wow, reductions! They must have been doing real good. So everything's down between 5 and 20. 20 just being getting more aberrants and getting more Adelans. Sorry, no, those are just by 10, okay. So everything's just like 5-10 changes, basically. So that's your Aberrants, Acolytes, Adelans, Goliath, Hybrid Metamorphs, Neophyte Hybrids, and Pierce Chain. And that's about it. Basically, Genestealers did not change much. Grey Knights. Grey Knights, let's see. So, they got a lot of rules. Give you a fake badge and an open laptop, and you can just walk in anywhere and not be suspicious. I wish I had that. I'm gonna drink my water. I get the opposite, where people are just like, you're a nerd! It's like, if you hear me talk for 2 seconds, you'll figure it out. Right, so Gate of Infinity army rule, last paragraph. So that's gonna change to place in strategic reserve. Okay, so anything with put them in strategic, you have to rapid ingress. We'll say that's a fucking given. And then let's see. So for the Augurium Task Force Detachment, 1 foot in the future enhancement. Changes to Grey Knight's model only. Oh, interesting, okay. When they end an Ingress move, you can choose, or sorry, my god, my brains is breaking. Alright, so, use this ability. If you do, they can normal move up to d6 inches. Ooh, that's nice. Until the end of the turn, they cannot declare a charge. Okay, that's fair. Alright, so for aggressive anticipation, your attacks can re-roll hit rolls. And for banishers, detachments, okay, that's just your 9 to 8. A lot of... Okay, so a lot of these changes are actually just getting it up to date with 11th, fixing their whoopsie-doopsies, outing the frame keyword, yeah. Grandmaster Voldus is getting stealth, and melee attacks against him have -1 hit. They added something to the FAQ. Can units with the Sigil of Experience enhancement use that ability during my opponent's first turn? Yeah, you can. Drake said you're also the first person tourists go to in public if they need an English speaker. That's funny. That is funny. Fucking, Dev had the opposite of, like, we were leaving the Netherlands, and in the fucking airport, the lady at the counter just started speaking Dutch to him, and he was just kind of like, huh? She was like, oh fuck, I'm so- I thought you were one of us! He was a long boy in a sea of long boys, and she just assumed. Dev was just like, damn, I wish I were. I could fucking just be here. I wouldn't have to go back to America, fuck. But alas, we had to leave the Stroopwafel and the red light district and... Alright, so where are we at on this? So this was Grey Knights, correct? Alright, let's check other changes. Dispositions. Argent Assault will go from Purge to Priority. Warpbane Task going from Purge to Taken Hold. And Immaterial Interdiction is Priority Assets to Reconnaissance. Alright, points. Points, we have -5 to 15 on a bunch of shit. Alright, so if you get the 10-man Brotherhood Termi Squad, it's down by 15. Grandmaster Voldus, down by 15. And then your Razorbacks, Rhinos, that's cheaper. Alright, Imperial Agents. Okay, so a little bit. So enhancements will change. Alright, so let me see. Imperial Agents. So some things are getting the word frame. Paladus Assassin, their acrobatic escape will change. So I'll just read this one out. At the end of the fight phase. Oh, okay. So after this, I will be needed, but let's get through this quick then. So at the end of the fight phase, if the unit is engaged, they can make a fallback move up to d6 inches at the end of your opponent's turn. If the unit is more than 3 inches from all enemy units, you can use the ability. If you do, placement reserves, and they will have to rapid ingress your next movement phase. Okay, that's it for their rules. Real quickly, let's look at enhancements. Those will be hella more expensive for Veiled Blade Elimination Force. So Decoy Targets up by 25. Esoteric Explosives up by 30. I feel like I'm like a weather dude doing that. Intro Neural Biotech up by 20, and Micro Melta Rounds up by 25. And then the dispositions, they do not have any changes on that. Alright, so I have finished with, oh wait, sorry. Rules changes. They got cheaper. So Eversword, down by 10. Let's see, we already went through those. Your Inquisitorial Chimera, I don't think has shown up. Down by 10. Immolators down by 10. Was this really not in the sisters section? That feels weird. Alright, so Deathwatch Kill Team, they're down. Eversword Assassin down. Watchmasters down by 10. And that's it for the Imperial Agents. We'll look at Knights in a moment. Dev's tiny, useless titties could not get the job done. What a surprise. Alright, whoop. Other text. There we go. Alright. Backity back. I do see that trying to run an ad fucking broke my activity feed, though. That's cool. So, if there is anything I miss, that might be why. Also, I totally should have turned Tangia back on for that amount of time. At least, like, entertain yourself. Alright, so we're at Imperial Knights? Yes, Imperial Knights. Did they eat some rules changes? We shall see. Yes. So their Gate Warden Lance detachment, it will now read, at the start of the first battle round, select 2 objectives to be your foundations. Place a circular foundation marker in each... Where are you getting these foundation markers? Like, okay, you know what? Are there GW ones, or do you just make it yourself, idiot? Place a circular foundation marker in each one. When you draw a line from the closest part of one foundation marker to the closest part of another, or sorry, of the other, if any... Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right. This one I actually thought was cool. If any part of a model's base or any part of a model's hull for a model without a base crosses that line, the model's unit is said to be on your defensive line. That is the only rules change they got. So let's check it out. They do not get any enhancements changed. They get Imperial Knights get 3 changes. Alright, so points are going to be the same. Free Blade Company is going to go from Purge to Priority. Gate Wardens going from Priority to Take and Hold, and then Ominous Foe Breakers go from Purge to Priority. Okay, so they get less Purge the Foe killy. And then the Night Castellans, they're gonna go up a little bit. So for 25 more of first model, and then 30 past that. Leagues of Votann, probably not. Okay, they're getting a little bit of tweaks. For the Delve Assault Shift Detachment, it will exclude characters now. And then for Brandfast Oathband Detachment, their secure position stratagem, it just specifies that the when is going to be at the end of any of your phases. And that's the only change they get for rules. And then their enhancement, saturation rounds, the grade for the Armored Trailblazers, it goes up by 5. So it's like tiny change. They will not get any changes to dispositions. Barrack Stormbrow is going to go down by 10, and then -5 to, man, how the fuck do you pronounce these? Brokir Ironmaster, Capricus Carrier, and Burry Ignerson. I know no one who plays Votann. So I'm sorry for butchering those. Let's see, Necrons. Damn, Necrons must be eating good because they are eating some points changes now. Alright, any rules? Hell yeah, they are getting rules changes. Alright, so for Reanimation Protocol, their army-wide rule. If your army factions Necrons at the end of your command phase, each friendly unit with the ability that is on the battlefield activates its reanimation protocol. When the unit's reanimation protocols activate, the unit heals D3. Okay. Insanity's Ire Stratagem. The when will be for unengaged Destroyer Cult / Flayed Ones. The target is the Flayed Ones unit. The effect is to make a surge move of up to d6. For Awakened Dynasty Detachment, for the Veil of Darkness Enhancement, let's see. If they're unengaged, place them in Strategic, Deep Strike, you'll need Rapid Ingress on your next move, okay. Protocol of the Eternal Revenant Stratagem, it will be changed that you will set up the destroyed model on the battlefield unengaged as close as possible. And then if it is not part of an attached unit, its starting strength, and its unit has a starting strength of 1. That model has half its starting number of wounds remaining. Okay, so it goes down to half. They added the frame keyword to a bunch of shit. And then core abilities, they'll remove leader and add support for a lot of dudes, for your Chronomancer, Technomancer, etc. For the leader section, they will remove, you can attach this model to any of the above units, even if one Royal Warden or Noble unit has already been attached to it. Okay, so can't do that no mo. Locust Lord, the Resurrection Orb ability, they will change it to once per battle per unit. At the end of any phase, you can use it, and if you do, they resurrect. And resurrect, they heal D6 with reanimation protocols instead of D3. You can't resurrect it more than... You cannot resurrect a unit this way more than once per turn. Okay. For the Canoptic, Reanimator, Nanoscara, Beam ability, that unit will heal an additional D3. For the Catacomb Command Barge, They will add the noble keyword when they. Okay, so. Alright, so they'll get the same resurrection change. That they must be infantry or mounted. They'll resurrect and heal d6, but cannot come back more than once per turn. Okay. And Chronomancer times Splinter Mantle ability, they will have stealth. And then they will have -1 to hit for melee attacks against them. And then for the Night Scythe core ability, add Deep Strike. And then for the Ophidian Destroyers, Tunneling Horrors ability, they will have to be unengaged, and if you are using it, place them into strategic reserves, and you'll have to Rapid Ingress on your next move. Alright, so for Transcendent Catan, Transdimensional Displacement ability. Your movement phase, when they're selected to make an advanced move, you can use the ability. If you do, the advanced move has no maximum distance, and they will specify that it can move through all types of model including enemy models and monsters' vehicles. Alright, anything else? No, that is it for the rules changes. Did they have any disposition? Yes. Pantheon of Woe will cost the same, but it will change from Purge to Disruption. And then pretty much everything's going up at least 10 points. Except for the Canoptic Reanimator, it just goes up by 5. Only points reductions are on the Chronomancers by 10. And then Orks! We have finally reached Orks, the big boys of this edition. Looks like they're coming down in points. But let's see their rules. Alright, so we have our usuals.
Red means they're going up.
Did I accidentally say that? Sorry, no, I meant up. I meant they were going up. Anyway. Crushing Impact. That stratagem will... Wait. Sorry, this reads Crushing Impact Stratagem, comma, name? Did I... Alright, whatever.
Bit of context for that one.
Sorry, yeah, I see. They're changing its name to Crush and Impact. Unless it was called name before.
So Crushing Impact is the name of the generic stratagem in the core rules.
And they called it name.
They shared the same name, so there's a bunch of weird interactions where monsters would reference the core rule Crushing Impact stratagem, but you couldn't differentiate it from the Orc detachment Crushing Impact stratagem.
Oh my fucking god.
So they're just changing its name.
Understandable. Alright. Where are we at? Go get 'em stratagem. You will target friendly, unengaged boys. You'll become married men's. Sorry. Target the boys unit. You can make a surge move of up to d6 inches. Okay. They're gonna add the frame keyword to a bunch of shit. For the boys' weapon, war gear will change to... the boss knob can have its big chopper replaced with one of the following. It can be one big chopper and one custom shooter. This model's big chopper cannot be replaced. One big chopper, one combi rocket, and one combi shooter. This model's big chopper cannot be replaced. Any number of boys can each be equipped with one shooter. For every 10 models in this unit, one boy not equipped with one shooter can have its chopper and slugger replaced with one of the following. One big shooter and one close combat weapon, or one rocket launcher and one close combat weapon. Orcs are fucking silly. Anyway, Bodyguard section. It's getting deleted. And Boomdaka Schnazwag. Schnazwagon. Billowing Fumes ability. Oh god, I love you, orcs. Never change. Oh wait, no, they're changing. It's getting changed too. It excludes monsters and vehicle units. And when they are selected to shoot, they will have benefit of cover. Until they have shot. Boss Necrons, their Cunning Infiltrator ability will change to have Deep Strike, and you must Rapid Ingress, same as the rest. Oh, this is a lot of changes, man. Alright, the Invulnerable Save section, footnote, they will change it to say, while a friendly Makari model is on the battlefield, you cannot reroll save rolls for the unit. Oh, sorry. This is nested underneath Gazgul. And then for the Gretchen, their composition will be changed to 0 to 1 Runethird and 10 Gretchen, or 0 to 2 Runethards and 20 Gretchen. For the Shock Jump Dragsta, Good lordy. Hello, Phaedros! I hope you are doing well. We are just going through some of the very recent 11th rules and points tweaks and some changes. Really just just relaxing. Good. Not missing much, just more that vehicles down and things that were the Purge the Foe disposition, a lot of those are getting changed to not have as much Purge the Foe. And then, yeah, anyone who wasn't performing are getting some value changes, or people who are performing too well are getting some values changes. And then little tweaks here and there. A lot of just, like, goofy mistakes in rules writing being changed as well. Alright, so for our... also going through the Orks rules changes. And they have many. Alright, so if you advance with the Shock Jump Dragsta Shock Tunnel ability, the move has no maximum distance. They can move through all types of models, including monsters and vehicles. After moving, you have to be more than 8 inches horizontally from all enemy units. Then for the War Boss, the following will be added to the weapon profile. For the war gear options. Good lord. Add the following. This model can have its combi weapon, twin sluggas, and big chopper replaced with 1 custom choppa and 1 custom shooter. Okay, so not terribly exciting, but the change is there. They're also adding something to the FAQ. The question is, if I attach a big mech to a mech guns unit, does the unit now suffer 1 mortal wound for each failed hazard roll? Because each model in the unit is now not a monster / vehicle model? Yes! Alright. Alright, let's check out their changes here. So for their dispositions, Green Tide. Hello, Trinity, what up? So they're getting changes for Green Tide. Going up 1 disposition point. Take and Hold will stay the same though, so it just costs more. Dread Mob will go from Purge the Foe to Priority Assets. More Daka is going from Purge to Disruption. Tactical Brigade Disruption changes to Reconnaissance. And Waken Up, how is you? I'm the opposite of Waken Up. I'm fall asleep. I did find a second win though. Just, wearing out my voice to its extreme. But otherwise doing good. This is the first time I've gone through so many rules in such a short period of time. So we're on this journey together. Right, so for the Equatorial Hordes, I doubt I said that correctly. They'll also lose Purge to become a Disruption. They did have some points changes, mostly increases from, let's see, mostly 10 points. There's a couple 5s and 15s here and there. So what is increasing? Mostly everything. Basically, oh, right. Outside of your truck! You can have a cheap truck! Look at that, 10 points off, 55! You can get so many truck! Alright, so for Big Mech Decarig, that's gonna go up. Boys go up, Mech goes up, Pain Boss goes up, Pain Boy goes up, and your War Boss goes up. And that's about it for Orks. Oh, Space Marines. We've gone through most of Space Marines already, so it's gonna be some piecemeal shit. Let's see, we did go through the enhancements already, I believe. I feel like we did. I am especially sad about Fusillade. That's gonna be a little more expensive. Oh, excuse me. Any of your Librarius Conclave, which I was using. It was good. It is good. Fusillade, quite good. More expensive though, you'll pay for it. I believe there's some rules changes too that we'll get into. Let's see. Both a moment will change slightly. It'll just say that, so if you're using a detachment and your army doesn't include one or more units that are Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Deathwatch, or Space Wolves, or one or more units from those factions, Munitorum Field Manual section. What? Oh, did they add more? A little confuddled. Phaedros, if CSM had any changes, your list did not feel it, probably had equal plus minus. Think I remembered CSM. Yeah, I think they only had just a little bit changes. Like there was a lot of changes, but they were very small. Like just little piddly shifts here and there. If I recall, I've gone through a lot. I actually don't really get this. I think Dev might be a little. I think he's got his hands full with
No,
Dad
I'm
Girl.
here.
Oh, I was more just
Um,
wondering about this. Oh yeah, as if you can see it. Um,
I can still answer the question. It's basically before the rule was worded that if you only included stuff from Codex Space Marines, you got +1 to wound. If you included things from any of the non-Codex compliance chapters, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Deathwatch, Space Wolves, this list is missing Black Templars now that I'm looking at it.
oh yeah.
All right, because Black Templars don't even get out at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, this is if you're not using any divergent models, you get +1 to wound as part of the moment. It's just changing that it's referring to the Mutoran Field Manual instead of the supplements of 10th edition.
Okay, that was a little confusing. I don't know why they worded it that way. Okay. Alright, so for the Shock Assault Stratagem. Oh, why is there so. Oh, there's so much. There's so much red on this. Space Marines, please! In the fight phase, when a friendly Adeptus Astartes is selected to fight, target them, and their melee will have Lance, and Ride Hard, Ride Fast stratagem. In the effects section, it'll be changed to say, until the end of the phase, each time an attack targets your unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll. For the captain leader section, they will remove the fact that they cannot be attached to a Blade Guard veteran squad, or can't be attached to the Hellblaster squad. Okay, so all that is just getting deleted. And then the chaplain with a jump pack, their ranged weapon profile will, oh, I'm sorry, their war gear will, ow, sorry. Something got in my eye, and now it is burning. I don't even know how. Okay, so for the war gear options section, they'll add the following bullets. One Absolver bolt pistol, okay, so that's gonna be an option. Alright, so Chaplain's Jump Pack has another ranged option. Cool. Company Heroes. They will remove the Company Heroes rule. They're going to add the keyword frame to a bunch of shit. Blade Guard Vets. Their Blade Guard ability is changing. So once per turn per unit in the fight phase, when the unit is selected to fight, when an enemy unit targets this unit, you can select one of the following. This unit's melee attack has 1 to hits, or attacks that target the unit have -1 to hit rolls. Okay. So you can buff them, or I mean, it's still buffs either way. They can be more defensive, more aggressive. And then for intercessors, their ability section for Hail of Bolts. They're selected to shoot, select up to 1 visible enemy unit, and then they'll get +2 attacks. Right, with their bolt rifles specifically. And Vanguard Vets, they will be gaining heavy bolt pistols in close quarters. That's whatever. I mean, that's cool that they have it, I guess, but it's whatever. So for melee weapons, for their war gear, sorry. They will add the following. All models can have their bolt pistol and Vanguard veteran weapon replaced with 1 heavy bolter, 1 mastercrafted power weapon. For every 5 models, 1 model can replace their heavy bolter with 1 plasma. Oh, I actually like that. Okay, okay. Get a little bit of plasma. And for
Yeah,
oh,
this is giving them the Armageddon box profile.
got it. Alright, so for Girly Man, he is now mobile. Butte, Gilman. Phaedros' Space Marine rumors are very interesting. Strength 5, Tough 5, and Strength 5 bolters with adjustments for tougher things, and some stuff getting 3 wounds. Guessing Stern Guard. Maybe Stern Guard. I'd have to. Vanguard Vets. Same match Blade Guard and Termes. Okay, so for Tigurius, he'll have Stealth. Melee attacks against him will have -1 to hit. Once per battle round per army. When you target the unit with the counteroffensive, fire overwatch, or heroic intervention, it uses 1 less CP. Nice. Is it for Space Marines? At least for the rules changes, let's look at numbers. For numbers, we will look at the disposition. So most of them, oh no, none of them will change for disposition points, but shifting around the dispositions again. First Company Task Force, going from priority to purge. Emperor's Shield from priority to purge. Hammer of Averni, priority to purge. Okay, so they're flip-flopping. Firestorm Assault Force will go from purge to priority. Forgefather Seekers from purge to priority. Ironstorm Spearhead from purge to take and hold. Fulguris Task Force will go from disruption to reconnaissance. Subversion assets from reconnaissance to disruption. I don't know if I should, like, lump Space Wolves in there. Pedros, you're still just sat over there like a child left out of the playground team games waiting for your Pedro Cantor update. Oh. Okay, I'll just do Space Wolves. I take a peek. I think I've gone through, yeah, I already went through all this. Best Marin point changes. Space Wolves are next. Even though they are Space Marines, there's anything specific to them, we'll be going over it real quick. So, a couple changes. For the Saga of the Bold Detachment, for their Fortitude enhancement, it'll change to say that when they are destroyed, on a 2-up, set the model up on the battlefield unengaged, rows destroyed. Okay, so the same thing a lot of these get. If it's not part of an attached unit and they have a starting strength of 1, the model has 3 wounds remaining. And then for the Wolf Touched enhancements, it'll be changed to state that it's for Space Wolves models only. Oh. So whoopsie dipsy on their end. Add 2 inches to the move characteristic of the bear. Yeah. Impetuosity stratagem. The effects section. When it will be when they targeted friendly unengaged Wolfen infantry / blood claws. Okay, so they're just specifying you target wolf. The effect is that your unit can make a surge move of up to DC. Interesting. I didn't know Space Wolves had so much surge. That's actually really interesting. That's flavorful. It's cute. Kind of jump around, move around. All right, what points changes do they have? Oh wait, first dispositions. Champions of Fenris, Purge is gonna get changed to priority assets. And let's see. They're getting a lot of points reductions. Not by much, though. So between 5 to 15, kind of whatevs. Unless you're towing the line. So, all of your reductions. Arjak Rockfist, Iron Priest, Logan Grimnar, Njal Stormcaller, Ragnar, your Wolf Scouts. Everything else is your typical Space Marines, actually. That's all of your Space Wolf specifics. Alright, Tau. We're almost to the end. Also, it looks like I will not be able to paint tonight. I mean, I did not get to prime my special boy that I am the most excited to paint, so that's okay. I'll be able to focus on that tomorrow. But moving on to Tau. Starting with the rules. For Strike Swiftly, they will specify that at the end of the battle, all models in the selected units will have the Scout 6 inches ability. That's nice. Right, and then they're adding the frame keyword, yada yada. See if they change dispositions. A little bit. Oh, they're changing costs of some of these. Their retaliation cadre is going up by 1 point. It'll cost 3 DP. And then Montka, Purge the Foe will change to priority assets, and for Kalyan, priority assets will become reconnaissance. Alright, so they will eat some fucking points, nurse. Wow. What? Am I reading that right? Damn, Tiger Sharks are going up by 50. What did I miss? Alright, sorry, go ahead.
Previously, they did literally nothing because they couldn't work. And now
Hello,
they
Sunny.
do something.
Thank you for following. Yeah, it's a twerking ultramarine. He's just hanging out here. Sorry, go ahead, Dev. Sorry. I guess you said what you needed to
I
say.
mean, that was basically it. It's a super heavy flyer that previously it couldn't actually shoot because it was too big, and now they fixed it so it can shoot, so they made it cost 50 points more because it now has an effect on the game.
Oh yeah, that one. It's a Forge World. I'm sold. Count me in. Hell yeah. Welcome in. Nice. Get the dumpies in chat. Dumpies in chat only. Alright, so, Tau is mostly taking some very small points changes outside. Well, okay. I will say Storm Surges and Twin Lances are gonna eat it a little bit, going up by 15. The rest are just small little changes between 5 and 10. Oh wait, Broadside. Broadside. Sorry, I was thinking of Broadsword. Broadside battle suits, they're going up by 15. And then the Devilfish will actually be 10 cheaper, so will Commander Farsight. Commander Farsight almost sounds like an insult, you know what I mean? Oh yes, thanks Commander Farsight. Ghost Heals are going up a little bit. Hammerhead, Gunships, Pathfinders, Riptides, Storm Surges. Alright, I already went through that, so all those are going up a little bit, not much. Doing a victory dance with the Towners. I've not gotten my ass beat by Tau in a long time. Better than General Nearsight. Yes, I agree. Fucking General Nearsight sucks. Alright, so is that actually all for Tau? That didn't feel like too much. Thousand Suns. Let's see. This is a game? I just paint. Yeah. I mostly paint too, but sometimes I do play. It's kind of gotten to the point where I've gotten a little sick of playing with gray plastic, so oh wait. Oh wait, no, never mind. I would have to like boot up the camera and do all that stuff. But yeah, next stream will be all painting, non-stop painting. So look forward to that. I'll actually be painting the Warsong Revenant, the Sylvaneth model for Age of Sigmar. I do bring on 40k models though. I'll be working on likely my Raven Guard. I gotta work on my Raven Guard real bad. Pedros, you ended up dodging Tau for your first game of 11th because of your hospital trip. Oh, then you're gonna come back and be like, eat it. We're now on equal ground. You just finished Stormcast Eternal. Ooh, so I really love Stormcast models, but their filigree and everything scares the shit out of me. They're so detailed. A lot of fun stuff to dry brush, though. They do seem like they'd be fun. And a lot of glow effects, holy shit. Anyway, sorry, oh, squirrel! Alright, so, we're at Thousand Suns. What changes did they get? Not too much with rules changes, it looks like. Alright, so for the... oh man, I don't know why this word is gonna get me. Umbrellific Crystal Enhancement. So if they're unengaged, they'll go into strategic reserves. You'll have to deep strike them with rapid ingress. Alright, so other things just like that. They'll also, let's see. Oh, interesting. Oh, never mind. Sorry, they're just getting the same, we did oopsies, gotta catch it up to 11th wording. Alright, so Bray Lord Enhancement. That will change. For Sorcerer or Infernal Master models only, Bear has the Scout 6 ability. Alright, so for Kairos Fate Weaver, for ranged weapons, Infernal Gateway, let's see, for the Focus Witchfire, the attacks will change. It will go to D3 plus 6. Phaedros, you're saying Raven Guard, super easy, prime black, paint company colored shoulder guard, ban any metallics, paint eyes red, victory. I do mine slightly different. I painted mine with a, like, pretty much like a weird metallic that kind of does this shine that raven feathers do. And then I give them the red eyes and the black hair. So come on! Let's see. How would you see the eyeliner? By getting very close. It's just gonna be under the helmets, though. You gotta feel the eyeliner. Alright, so looking at more changes, not much. So this is more changes to Kairos Fate Weaver for their one head looks back ability. Once per turn, when your opponent targets a unit from their army within 12 inches of the model with a stratagem, you make it 1 CP more expensive. You just say, fuck you, fuck your stratagem. Costs more now. That's it for Thousand Suns rules changes, but let's see the numbers. Dispositions, they'll get some changes. Hex Warp is going to go from 2 to 3 disposition points, though it stays taken hold. Ritual of Regeneration goes from Purge to taken hold. Warpforged Cabal goes from Disruption to Priority. Secretary Cohort is from Priority Assets to Disruption. Brazen Engines goes from Purge to Disruption. Butchers of Corn will go from... Oh, sorry, I'm into World Eaters. What am I doing? Sorry, so it ended at Cohort. Alright, so what changes they have points-wise? Everything went up. Let's see, most notable... Oh, yeah, Defilers. We already went over Defilers. That's true. The Scarab Occult Termies are going to go up, so yeah. Termies across the board are going up. Lord of Change is going to cost you. That makes sense. Let's see. Zangor's more expensive. Rhino's cheaper across the board. And yeah, Chaos Predator, Annihilators, and Destructors. More expensive, same as before. Alright, so not much for Thousand Suns. We are at Nids. For their Vanguard Onslaught, the Honey Grounds enhancement will go up by 10 points. What do we have for their rules? Not much, actually. For their Vanguard Onslaught detachment, their Chameleonic enhancement will change to say Vanguard Invader model only, and they will have stealth. Phaedros, you're looking forward to your first game of 40k, though. You've got so much armor, it'd make an Iron Warrior blush. Oh shit, yeah. I played my first. I got my shit wrecked. I was playing, my goodness, why can't I was playing against Chaos Demons, I believe. I had some really unfortunate shit happen. But, I can talk about it next time. If I remember all the details. That was actually a couple weeks ago at this point. Oh yeah, Dev had a really fun game. He brought his craft rolled Eldar, and our friend was like, surprise, all tanks! This is what you're playing against today. So I'm sure that was cool. Love that. Alright, so, Tyranid Warriors. With the melee bioweapons adaptive instincts ability, they're going to change the wording a little bit. When they're selected to fight, their melee attacks have a +1 strength characteristic, or they can have +1 toughness, so you can either be more killy, more defensive with them. And then let's see, for the Venom Thropes Foulspore's ability, it will specify friendly Tyranids within 6 inches. They will have stealth. And that is it for their rules. What about
I believe that
dispositions?
says 6 feet.
6 inches. Did I say feet?
No, it says feet. It's
Wait,
a typo.
let me double check. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. I don't. Oh my god, you're right, Dev. Friendly Tyranid units within 6 feet of this unit have stealth. My. Oh, that's so funny. Alright, we'll get the whiteout for that one. Play as rules intended, or what the fuck? That's so funny. So the next table over, it's valid. Alright, let's see. So dispositions are not changing. Tyranids got some things going up. So your Meliceptors going up by 10, and your Neurotyrant up by 15. And then Toxcrins down, Tyrannocyte down, Vonran's Leapers down, Zoanthropes are down. All that is just by like a little bit, 5 to 15. We're at World Eaters, holy fuck. They... Oh, okay, a lot of these are just some chaos things that we already named. Alright, let's look at rules. They're the last on the list. Alright, so for the Cult of Blood detachment, for the Butcher Lord enhancement, they will specify it's for infantry only. The bearer will have the Infiltrator ability. And for the Khorne Demonkin detachment, for their enhancement, Disciple of Khorne, it'll change to say Lord on Juggernaut model. Sorry, I don't know why that confused my brain. Lord on Juggernaut. Lord on Juggernaut model only. The bear has Deep Strike. It has Blood Legions. Faction. I don't know why I read it that way. It's getting late. It's getting weird. They're into the chiseled man's cheeks. Pay me no mind. They'll have the Blood Legions faction keyword instead of the World Eaters faction keyword. Okay. That's it. That's it there. They're gonna have a lot of other changes though. So their dispositions, the Brazen Engines, all same on points, but Purge goes to Disruption. And Butchers of Khorne, its Disruption goes to Taken Hold. So many disposition changes. Like, I'm glad that I only did one game, or I would just get my shit wrong. All that being changed up. I'm gonna have to retool my list, though. For the rest of my time, if, I think I'll have some time after. I might just fucking, like, look through my options live. Just be like, what do you think, chat? Alright, for World Eaters, for their enhancements, for the Gore-Stained Veterans upgrade on Butchers of Khorne, that goes down by 5. Arc Slaughterer upgrade for Vessels of Wrath, down by 10. And then a lot of points reductions from 5 to 20. But we've gone through all these outside of Angron, going down 20. 8 bound by 10 and 15. Your Exalted 8 bound still going down by a little bit. Forge Fiends down by 20. Khorne Berserker I don't think I've named them yet. They go down 10, 15, respectively. Lord Invocatus, down by 10. Lord on Juggernaut, down by 10. I think we already talked about the Muller Fiends. Did we? Down by 5. Blood Crushers are actually going up by 10. Cost you 190 for a 6 model unit. And Scarbrand, he only cost 75. Went down a little bit. That wraps it up!